In this video, I'll show you how you can clone any website of your choice and use it to make your own product's landing page and a fully fledged out website with additional pages and a really beautiful hero design, all in under 6 minutes. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to a website of your choice that you want to use as inspiration for your design. So in this case, I'm going to go to simply apple.com. And this is the landing page that I really want to use. I want to use Apple's own landing page. Now, what we're going to do is once you're on the landing page, you're going to go to your extensions and you're going to download this tool called Go Full Page. If you don't know what this is, this tool basically takes a whole screenshot of your landing page. So now you have this whole landing page that's screenshotted and you can download it. Now, after you've downloaded your landing page screenshot, you're going to go to an LLM. I'm here in Gemini, and you could use GPT, you could even use Claude or Grok or whatever, it doesn't matter. What you're now going to do is you're going to drop in the downloaded screenshot of your landing page, and you're going to tell Gemini to give you a full in-depth PRD of how this design is like molded together. What does Apple do? So they have, this animation at the top. It's a video where you can pause it. Then they have more pictures and a bunch of pictures and a lot of visually, like really big visuals. Okay, so this is the prompt I've given it. I've left this in the description so you can use it and just copy and paste it. But what I'm telling it is to give a project requirement document kind of in the form of a prompt that's really detailed that shows me using this screenshot of the Apple website, give me something that's similar for my robotics company that follows the structural pattern of that. So I'm going to quickly go to 3.5 thinking so it puts in some thought into that. And then we're going to just wait for Gemini's output. Okay, so here's the landing page. So as you can see, Gemini is going into huge description. Now that you have your full in-depth PRD, we're just going to copy and paste this. Now that we have this, what we're going to do now is we're going to go into our design tool called glammer.ai. And what we're going to do is we're going to enter our whole PRD inside of here. You can even attach some reference files if you want, but I think that our PRD has outlined everything that we wanted from the Apple screenshot. And then we can go with a UI kit and a design.md. This basically tells us how we want to follow it. We can go for a certain style, specifically a design.md. We want ours to be really smooth and clean, so we're going to choose something like maybe like Spotify or Airbnb. Okay guys, for the rest of the video, I'm actually going to be voiceovering this because a lot of the audio got corrupted. But here what we're doing is we're going through Glamor's planning phase. So what's going to happen is with our comprehensive prompt, Glamor's just going to ask us a few questions to get some of the details right. So here it's asking us about some hover animations and how we want it. Like a slight lift effect is what I go for. Okay, now that Glamor's asked its question, it's going to ask for some branding level questions. However, it notices that, there's typography in our initial prompt as well as same with the color palette. It's already in our prompt. Now here's where the actual cinematic visual comes in. Glamor gives us custom visuals that it recommends in both image and video form. So for example, in the videos that's going to load, we can see that maybe the best one to show for a robotics company is maybe the silicone wafer. But again, there are endless options you choose, and in the end, I actually choose the Hero television one, which is what you see in the beginning of the video. Okay, I've chosen the Hero visual in its video form of that TV, and now we're going to generate our design. So here's the design Glamor has generated, and as you can see, I think it's kind of almost perfected Apple's kind of style. You can see that Apple's gone for like really big visuals, and same with what Glamor's generated. You can see the really big pictures. Obviously they're stock images, but you'd put your own actual brandable images, and you can see the 4-quad layout, which if we go back to Apple, there again, that's a four quad layout. And then again with the nav bar, you can see that I think Glamor's quite perfected that, but that's with the help of our prompt as well. And obviously, again, you'd put in your own visuals right there. So that's basically what Glamor has generated. You can see that it's even generated this really like Apple-like footer, as well as if you notice, there's a carousel right there, which I'll highlight, but it actually moves and stuff. And so if you want to change things, you can even prompt it in the chat, and that's basically how it's done it. And we notice that, that subtext of the hero, we can just change that by just saying, hey, change this, make it white. Along with the button, it's kind of hard to see because it only has a blue outline and the rest of it is transparent, so make it white. But That's basically how Glammer was able to generate an Apple style landing page. Not just a hero, but a landing page with multiple pages as well. If we go on floor care, so this is floor care. So notice how it's made a page for that, as well as humanoids. And as you can see, it generated 2 pages, both humanoids and floor care. And as a result, it looks really like something what Apple would make itself, with the really big text and the technical specifications. So this is the workflow that you can use alongside Glammer to make these designs come to life. And then at the top right, there's your code and your export, and you can just hand it off to your coding agent or just put it directly into your code base, and it's as simple as that.